Shawn Atkinson sell me. You guys think Shawn's crazy? You got no idea. I know what crazy is. I'm a psycho, my friend. Shawn Atkinson is not a psycho, and he's okay to skate in the WSL.
Thank you, Malachi.
No problem.
Good job, Danny. Why didn't you wish him good luck? Lassie Shalene sends a whip to Amy Craig, and here's an interesting situation. Amy Craig going out against her California Quake teammate, Jamie Conemack. They're with the Quakes together, and many times they all go out on a jam together, and right now the Bod Squad of Conemack knocks Craig down.
Well, Amy Craig has said some real negative things about these Bod Squatters. Seems like with each passing week she gets a little more vocal, does Amy Craig, and she put some of those words into action as she took Jamie Conemack right down.
Talisa Miller's back to block against Conemack, and boy, here's a tandem for you. Talisa Miller and Denise Loden. How'd you like to be Jamie Conemack trying to skate by those two?
I wouldn't want to be Tim Washington trying to skate by those two.
Stacey Blitz, look out, the back flip and the tackle of Loden. That gets Conemack by. There's one way you can get by. She called off the jam, but Stacey with the back flip had her down low, and she tackled Loden as she skated by.
Well, with the crazy eight, I guess, leader, captain, whatever you want to call Shawn Atkinson in the penalty box, his two most recent love interests are keeping things heated out of the track. Denise Loden and Stacey Blitz. We knew they wouldn't disappoint. And Shawn Atkinson, I don't know what he's doing right, but he's always got these two beautiful women after him. Rory, what are we doing wrong? I'm stuck with you. He's got Stacey Blitz and Denise Loden on his side.
Well, he's got the Yak Attack. He's a big star. 3-1 is the score. And Posse Shalene gets out there for Atkinson's crazy 8 team, and there's the strength of Posse Shalene right there.
Jason McDaniel right down like he was standing still, Rory.
I wonder why Shalene put his name on the back of his shirt. Nobody else has it. But Posse spelled it out, first and last name. Maybe he's afraid somebody would steal his shirt.
It says finish Flash. Oh, speaking of the Flash, he is finished.
It really doesn't matter what it says now because D'Amato just took him down, and here comes Atkinson. D'Amato jumped over the rail to avoid him. He's seen enough. The finish Flash gets up slowly. The game is tied up at 3. Man, he really got some air, didn't he? He was up high in the air, somersaulting as D'Amato eliminated him.
That's ironic that the last time D'Amato used that eliminator, it was on Kenneth Lowe. Ironic in many ways. D'Amato came in right too low, but Lowe got the league, and now the former Sundog, who was underneath the tutelage of Lowe, gets the same eliminator from the same man. A lot of irony here in the World Skating League.
Yes, and it takes you to point it out. Rocky Bowman for the Company D. That's D'Amato's team in black, and Atkinson's crazy 8 in orange. Atkinson's jammer with the Quakes. Eric Slopey goes down. And that leaves the Rock as we're near the end of the first period with a score tied up at 3. And here's a tandem from the Riot, Richard Brown and Ray Robles.
The tandem goes down in the lead, but Double King Kong, he calls it the body snatcher, Tim Gene Simmons Washington. Hey, I've never seen a guy who was already ugly enough trying to paint himself to make him uglier, but Tim Washington somehow found a way to do it.
He's got the war paint going, and he took down Robles and Richard Brown. The King got crowned there by Washington, the big nasty. Nice shirt, Tim. We'll be right back. Mark D'Amato's all-star team leading Shawn Atkinson's all-star team by 2. And Broadway Danny Wolf is with D'Amato.
Well, it's very strange to see Mark Webber of the Hot Dice as a teammate with Mark D'Amato of the Enforcer. Oh, look at that. I never thought I'd see that. But you keep getting on Shawn Atkinson in the cuckoo chant.
Let me tell you something, Shawn, you're still what?
Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. All right. Let me ask you, Mark D'Amato, what is it like skating at the same time as the women out there? You're much bigger than, let's say, an Amy Craig.
Absolutely. I'm going to take every advantage. If they want to step on the track with me, they got to take the punishment.
Back to you, Rory, huh?
Well, Denise Loden and Amy Craig look nonplussed, unimpressed by D'Amato's threats. Second period of the All-Star Challenge about to get underway once they stop fighting in the pack. That's Atkinson, of course. Webber taunting him as he always does. Richard Brown with a conspiratorial look in toward the infield. What else is new about him? Weber being well advised to keep that helmet on when he leaves the track and leaves the arena. But here we go. Posse Shalene's out there against Jason McDaniel. Shalene in the orange. And McDaniel with his face painted, he's in the black. I'll tell you what, some of these guys like McDaniel, I think they skate a pretty clean game most of the time. They might welcome the chance actually to play with D'Amato, even though they probably wouldn't admit it. Because on D'Amato's teams, anything goes. Weber's back there to block, and he sends Shalene over the rail and down. Now Atkinson takes up the blocking chores for the Crazy Eights. But Atkinson's being run into the rail. Oh, and there goes the lift by McDaniel. McDaniel and Weber worked that together with the hot dice. McDaniel just took out Atkinson.
It's an all-star game, but the X-Men, that's one of the pluses of having a teammate that you're accustomed to is moves like that. The rail fighter by Jason McDaniel. Sean Atkinson's seen it before, he'll see it again. But he hasn't seen it when they're in the black outfits. He's used to green.
You don't have to practice quite as much when you're used to a play like that, the way those two are. And Company D leads this thing 6-3. Boy, who just went flat? Richard Brown got knocked off his feet, and I mean hard, by Stacy Blitch. And now Amy Craig takes the legs out from underneath Jamie Conovac. They're teammates most of the time, but you would never know it, would you? Lindsey Francis is on the chase. But if Craig decides to accelerate, Francis wouldn't catch it. However, it looks like Amy feels it's inevitable. I might as well wait, see if I can take her out. And she rips one into the chest of Lindsey Francis and now does take her out. So the strategy paid off. Denise Loden wearing double zero says, come on, Amy, I'll lead you through it. She whips her underneath the double block. Amy Craig and Denise Loden, that would be a good 1-2 punch, wouldn't it?
2 hours point.
It is here in this All-Star game.
And Amy Craig with an opportunity to emerge perhaps in the shadow of the Vaughn squad. They're on the opposition. You see her go under with the help of Denise Loden.
6-5 in the All-Star Challenge. D'Amato's team leading him. Maybe he can win something since he's lost control of the league to Kenneth Lowe, who, by the way, I'm surprised is not here, at least not yet. Or he's here and has not shown his face yet. That's probably more likely. He usually likes to stay back in the shadows and plot. The Crazy Eights of Atkinson get a couple of jammers out. Shalene stayed up, and now Eric Slopey stays up. And they have a chance to pick up a couple of points. The fans who are usually rabid are more just kind of intent on watching the play here in this game. As they watch this all-star battle, and I think in some cases wonder, who should I root for, Atkinson or D'Amato? There's a tough choice. Shalene spending a lot of time up on the rail tonight. Mark D'Amato just sent him there. Now Slopey trying to get by D'Amato. He's trying to pull his pants down.
Whoa!
He pulled his pants down far enough for Richard Brown to take him out, and Brown adds the exclamation point.
That's it, that's it, that's it. That's it. Let's go.
Eric Slopey, he figures he can't beat Mark D'Amato conventionally, so he tries to go a little unconventional by trying to tear his pants off.
And you know, Slopey, he's a cagey guy. He's a great jammer. He's got a lot of speed. He's not real big and strong, but he's got a lot going through his mind, including, how am I going to get by this guy? Well, maybe if I pull his pants down far enough, he won't be able to stop me.
I hope to goodness for Slopey's parents' sake that pulling Mark D'Amato's pants down isn't going through Eric Slopey's mind very often.
Not often, but it worked right there.
You're right, it sure did.
Game is tied 6-6. Amy Craig out there again against Stacy Blitch. So once again, teammates battling each other in this all-star situation. And it's Craig and Blitch. This is something you don't see in any other sport, because if it were baseball, they'd all be on the same team anyway. Football, basketball, same thing. Now Craig gets up to Lindsey Francis, who gives her a shot, and Denise Loden is working on Stacy Blitch, one of her favorite occupations, and she knocks her into the infield. Now Loden jumps up, and she's going to go back to that pack. Amy Craig had been knocked down, however. I don't know if anybody
Atkinson and Talisa Miller and Lindsey Francis, former teammates with the Rustlers. That's one of the things about this All-Star game that we can expect is a lot of these animosities and rivalries. We're going to have an opportunity just to come out. Get a little bit off your chest, people. Now's your chance. Wow.
Well, it takes a lot of work to get something off of Lindsey Francis' chest, but down she goes hard. There is Talisa Miller. You have to feel she got some measure of satisfaction out of that one. Now the last jam of the first half about to go. And who's going to get out of that pack? It looks like Jason McDaniel trying to get out for Company D. He's going to get a whip from Weber. Sends him up into the air flying, and Eric Slopey got out at the same time with a crazy 8's. Slopey takes a shot from Jason McDaniel. Now he missed him on the hip check, and Slopey goes down. That leaves Jason McDaniel out there. So Jason McDaniel, the only jammer at the moment, and Atkinson wheels that arm to get ready for him. Atkinson rips him once and then gives him another shot. Here's D'Amato sneaking back. What's he got in mind? Little Richard Brown trying to keep him bottled up while Atkinson works on McDaniel. Atkinson's doing a pretty good job working on McDaniel. Until right now.
Oh, no,